remote jobs that will make you some good money, this is exactly what we discussed last week. If you didn't see my last video, it was all about top 10 jobs you can do remotely, far away from your office, from the comfort of your own home, or from anywhere in the world you want. That was clear and straightforward. This is the job, this is how much it pays. But how to decide which particular remote job would work specifically for you? How to choose the right job for you? How to research those remote jobs? How to understand what are the requirements for every single remote position? How to get one of those high-paying remote jobs at the end of the day? And what totally unexpected professions you can actually start doing remotely these days? I know it might sound shocking, but if you really want to work far away from your office, you can actually do it. It is possible, even if you think it's not. Let me prove you the point. Confused? Don't be. In this video, we're going to discuss some fundamentals of how to get that remote job and make sure that the job is right for you. Let's get down to business. Hi guys, I'm Anna and I'm working remotely for about 5 years, and in fact it was one of the best decisions in my life to get out of the office. If I'm not covering everything you want to know in my videos, or you have a very specific question to ask me, please feel free to contact me directly via email. Let's look at your specific situation and solve your problem together. But today we're talking about getting those remote jobs that are paid really well. Or maybe I can even give you some hints of how you can convert your current profession and start doing it remotely. When choosing a field to pursue, I would encourage you to consider an average salary, but also if this field actually interests you and whether you have an existing skills to help you land that first job in your career. You don't necessarily need any prior experience or job-related skills to land that first remote job, but any relevant skills or prior experience you have will definitely help you. If you don't have any prior skills, consider the type of background employers look for when hiring for the job and the competition you will be up against. For example, if you're trying to become a data scientist, you will most probably be against some people who already have their degree in computer science or mathematics. They have an advantage if you don't have this in your background. This doesn't mean at all that you cannot work in this career field, but you will have a much better chance to land that high-paying remote position and being able to get promotions and rises in the future. If you look into a role that requires less technical education or background, even a web designer job would be much easier to break into and would be less reliant on a strong academic background. And if you look at the job like marketing, where the duties are more reliant on real-world skills that the employer will definitely teach you, especially at an entry-level position, or you can even learn yourself through some marketing courses online. So always consider how well you're going to compete with other people in a chosen field based on your own academic background. If you're in doubt, you can always look on LinkedIn into some people profile who currently already have the roles you would like to have. You can check their academic background and their career path. How exactly did they get to where they are? If you have a plan to attend any online course or a boot camp to improve your skills, but you can't see any employees in top companies who would done the same courses, that might be a clear red flag and you should think twice before you're taking that course. I suspect that with data science in particular, that might be the case. You can handle some basic job duties with a coding bootcamp background, but you will be likely to be limited in how far you can rise as you gain more years of experience. But remember, every industry is different and the best way to do your own research. If you cannot find remote job at first, look for flexible schedule benefits. If you have the work experience, skills and knowledge to land that remote position, but you are just struggling to get the employer to hire you right away for the remote position, in this case, you might be still able to look at a flexible schedule to start. For example, you can always find a company who would like to have you in the office for 3 days a week and the rest 2 days a week you will be working from home. Some companies prefer to get to know you better on-site and after that they will be fine with your flexible hours. But this is not always the case. This is why I would advise you to confirm this during the interview. If the company is willing to allow you to work fully remotely in the future. Also, always confirm at the stage of your interviewing if the company has any restrictions with the location where you're going to work from. For example, some fully remote jobs will still require you to stay in the same location where the company is based, or at least at the same time zone. How about psychotherapists? Considering the pace of today's life and how many tasks we have to perform day by day, sometimes we need to stop and talk to someone about our personal issues. Unfortunately, in my opinion, psychotherapist is that profession which is often quite underappreciated. It's still the person who is responsible for your mental health. Some people will still say that, why would I go to a psychotherapist when I have my friends and my family members to talk to? That's right, but not really. Let's have a look at the situation from a different angle. When you have a toothache, what you're gonna do? Right, the first step will be to go to a highly qualified dentist. In my opinion, your mind deserves exactly the same professional attention. Sometimes the tension of this life is building up and you can feel lonely, anxious, stressed, even depressed. You just feel like you need to make sure that everything is fine with your mind, everything is going well. And that's exactly where the professional should come to the scene. A psychotherapist is a professional who is using talk therapy to treat people for emotional problems and mental illnesses. Psychotherapists use talk therapy to help you manage with your general emotional status and cure your emotional trauma or illness. They treat everything from daily overwhelm to grief to specific mental disorders like depression or anxiety. Usually when we think about this type of therapy, we are imagining a comfortable office with a cozy couch with pleasant light and calming voice. But for some people, like myself, it's really difficult to schedule a physical appointment in a specific country because I'm changing those countries all the time. But sometimes I really need a few hours with a professional I know and trust. So here we have this profession going online. You can have your appointment from the comfort of your own apartment and choose the time which will work perfectly for you. Average income of psychotherapist online can be different. It depends on many factors, including how many years of experience this professional has. Usually psychotherapist will charge you per hour and the amount to be paid will be discussed in advance. If you are a psychotherapist who is thinking to bring your business online and also do your consultations in English, you will definitely increase your clients' database and most certainly your income. Also, personal gym instructor. In other services I started using recently and also another business that became possible online due to pandemic. I agree, it's always better to go to the gym or to the park and exercise with your personal gym instructor physically, but people like me find this very difficult. Again, I'm on the move all the time. I do have my exercising routine written for me, but from time to time I need it to be adjusted. To make it stronger or the opposite, to make it a little bit lighter. Believe me, even having your laptop, your personal gym instructor can always correct your posture and also give you some advice of how to improve the way you exercise. So guys, if you're gym instructors, think about bringing your services online. You will be surprised how many clients you can actually get online these days. Last but not least, what I want to mention here, online personal assistant. That's my personal situation as I'm currently looking for one. In fact, all my social media team performs their duties remotely, like my YouTube manager, the editor, my Instagram manager. And now I'm looking for an online personal assistant to make sure that all my emails are read and I'm constantly on schedule. So what exactly online personal assistant does? First, reading my emails. Having 2 YouTube channels, since recently I started receiving a lot of collaboration proposals and I have no time to work on them all. So this person will be reading all incoming emails, selecting the right companies to collaborate with, and will do all the correspondence on my behalf. Second, my calendar. Schedule my meetings, booking the hotels, the flights, the restaurants, making sure that all my weekly activities are perfectly organized and I know exactly when and where I have to be. So all these vital activities that in fact don't take too much time, about 4 hours a day, but they have to be done. So online personal assistant it is. You will be working from the comfort of your home for about 4 hours a day. Payment here is usually done per hour and starts from $5 per hour. Advanced level of English is an absolute must. You don't need to be a native English speaker, but you must speak a good English. Conclusion. So in my last video, I told you about top 10 remote professions that paid really well. In this video, I also gave you 3 more professions which are possible to do remotely now after global pandemic situation, and also gave you some hints of how you can convert your career into remote job opportunity. Now you also know how to research companies in place to understand what exact steps they took to get the position they have now. By choosing the right career with job duties you can perform remotely, and after that building the right skills the company wants you to have, you will get not only remote job, but you will also create that career you were dreaming about all your life. Just don't think about the money only. Also think about your passion and your personal interests. Do something you love, you're really passionate about, and you will not need to work a day in your life. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this one. I hope you found it useful. Please let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Which remote job you would like to have as your dream career. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now. Bye.